Hello, everyone. We just got some casting news for the new Spider-Man reboot coming out in 2017. Marisa Tomei is going to be playing Aunt May, which is a really interesting casting choice. I'm not necessarily surprised that they went a little bit younger. Myself, I had thought, it would be better to have a younger Aunt May. They were kind of going for that with Sally Field in the Amazing Spider-Man series. But yeah, this is a really kind of left field casting choice. You wouldn't necessarily think of Marissa Tomei as Aunt May, but you can see how it can kind of fit. She's a very good actress, Oscar winner. If you haven't seen My Cousin Vinny, that's one of the funniest films from the '90s. See that, and it makes a lot of sense to have a younger Aunt May. As much as I, love the first two Sam Raimi Spider-Man films and really like Rosemary Harris, um, I feel like it doesn't make a lot of sense for Aunt May to be, a sort of grandmother, to be kind of like a grandmother figure to Peter. It makes more sense that she'd be someone who'd be his mother's age or a little bit older. Um, or it made sense in the Sam Raimi films because they were going for a very traditional 1960s kind of feel. But I think moving forward, I think you do need Aunt May with a little bit more of a younger spirit, especially if they're going to keep making these films, and we'll see Tom Holland age into the role. We'll also see Marissa Tomei, Aunt May, grow older. So you'll want someone maybe a little bit younger, and Marissa Tomei, I believe, is 50 or 51. So I think that's a good starting point. That way we don't have to worry about her getting really sick or old too fast. Well, she could get sick, you never know. But and yeah, with Aunt May, it's kind of like the character of Alfred from Batman in that you want an Alfred with a little bit more get up and go. Michael Goff was great, but now go when you did the Christopher Nolan films, and now with Batman v Superman, you had Michael Caine, and now you have Jeremy Irons. You have um, a sort of younger feeling Alfred. Um, and of course, there's also the question of what do you really do with Aunt May? Kind of like what do you do with Alfred? With the Amazing Spider-Man films, they did introduce the element of Peter's parents, and Aunt May, sort of knew what was going on with them. Um, but yeah, I am wondering what they do with Aunt May in this series. I think maybe they will try to do something new since they are casting significantly younger. Um, and yeah, that's the thing. I don't know what you could do with Aunt May other than her really just knowing Peter's secret, being like an Alfred character. But again, I don't know if they're going to want to reinvent the wheel too much with this Spider-Man. I think they may want to go for something really classic because it seems like how Marvel Studios approaches their films is to keep things as close to the source material as possible. Um, things are of course changed, the Mandarin, but I think they try to give, pretty much straightforward yet modernized versions of these characters. Um, but yeah, I like them to, make Aunt May like a fully rounded character. They did try to do that in the Amazing Spider-Man films, but it'd be great if she wasn't just the aunt. If she had, her own kind of inner life. And gave her some depth, gave her something more to do than just standing around in the kitchen. Um, I know that sounds kind of sexist, but I just mean the way they serve, in the way Hollywood treats women, particularly older women. Um, I know there have been a lot of jokes about, uh, this Aunt May being hot and being sexy. Um, I know some people will probably say, oh, it's kind of sexist having Marisa Tomei play, the aunt. Oh, you wouldn't have, a man in his 50s playing the uncle. But as I said, Aunt May, I don't think is really supposed to be, I don't feel like she's really supposed to be that old. I mean, they're not saying Mr. Tomei is like a grandmother's age. I mean, arguably she could be, but it's not like they're making her into a grandmother. She's just playing, a 50-some old woman. I believe. I believe that's probably how they're writing it, and that's probably why they probably started with that idea of going for a younger Aunt May and just went from there. So anyway, yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts. There's not a lot more to go on. We still I don't think they announced who's writing the script yet. I am. If someone brought it up, it would be interesting if she appeared in Captain America: Civil War because we know Spider-Man's going to be in that film. He's either going to cameo or have a significant supporting role. It'd be weird for her to be in a movie called Captain America: Civil War. I mean, maybe they should just call the film Civil War since they're going for such a large story, but that's neither here or there. So yeah, I don't know. Depends on how large Spider-Man's role is in that film. I mean, arguably she could have a small little bit in that, or maybe we won't see her until the Spider-Man solo film in 2017. Yeah, so those are my thoughts from now for now. So I want you to tell me, what do you think of this casting choice? Who did you want to play Aunt May? What do you think they should do with the character? Uh, are you partial to Rosemary Harris or Sally Field? Yeah, so that's all for now. See you around. Bye.